Hello, fellow Virgos. This is Glamour Style Tarot. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It actually means a lot. Um, as Virgos, I guess you guys know how hard it was for me to get in front of the camera, right? So, just to put it out there, I have been debating about this for weeks now, and I've decided to do this intro like this. You guys get to know me a little bit, get to also see a little bit of me, not only my arms and hands. Anyway, without much further ado, this is going to be your June 2020 love reading. So if you have someone in mind, a soulmate, a twin flame, a lover, someone you have just met, right? This might be for you. Keep in mind that the timing is fluid, right? I've been picking up on past, present, and future energies. Also, keep in mind that you only parts of this message is going to resonate with you. Don't try to force it, right? Take what resonates and just leave the rest. And if it doesn't at all, make sure to check your other signs. I'm going to use quite a few decks today, so I'm super excited about that and about the messages we are about to receive. So let's get into it. I have to tell you, Virgo, that the energy was very, very strange last month. Very strange for May. This whole isolation kind of got to me at one point, so that's why I'm a little bit late this month with the readings. But you guys just bear with me. So, make sure to stay until the end because it's going to be a bonus part where I open the Lenormand cards. I try to find a timeline for the events with the Monology Oracle deck, and I'm going to pick up a couple of spell cards for you. But we are starting with Akashic Records Tarot, which I'm actually using as oracle cards. I've pre-shuffled the cards, but they are telling me to keep shuffling, setting your course. I'm not surprised this card comes out because I know how I feel, and I'm a Virgo. Definitely this is not a reading for me, but I'm channeling it through myself. So then I kind of tend to resonate with the Virgo readings. Setting your course. You see this guy? Here it was a storm, for sure, or it was at least rain, because you have the rainbow. So without rain and the sun coming after rain, there is no rainbow. There are still clouds on the sky, but they are dissipating. They are moving away, so that's good. This guy is searching for land. It's very interesting because maybe someone is coming to you from across the ocean. That's very possible. And everything is going to be rainbow and unicorns. I don't want to put your hopes up, but it looks to me like that. I have this very strong feeling. So this guy is looking into the distance, trying to see the land. You have those two other guys in the background. I know nothing about shipping and maritime terms, so just bear with me, right? Didn't even watch the Pirates of the Caribbean, all of them. Anyway, so those two other guys are looking on a map, trying to figure out, and you have the captain of the ship that is setting the course. You are setting your course. Three of scrolls. Scrolls, it's all about ideas, thoughts, knowledge. This could be, definitely this is a love reading, right? But this could also relate to business, to trying to see how your future is going to look like. I know it's not good to live in the future, right? It's good to live in the present, but sometimes you need to plan ahead, right? The captain of the ship doesn't want to just like suddenly find land and get the ship stuck. Uriel and the Sphinx. I feel that there is a lot of knowledge coming out, there have been secrets there, but the angels are helping you to discover those secrets. They are helping you to see the truth in a situation, to see the things that have been hidden. The Sphinx has been buried by the sands of Sahara many, many times. And they have to excavate it over and over and over again, right? Because the sands of the desert are covering up. It's like a veil pulled over someone's eyes. But I feel that with the help of the angels, that veil moves away. You also have the moon here in the background. I feel there is an exchange of knowledge, right? The Sphinx has been there for many millennia. Has been seen a lot of things in theory, right? Then you have the angel. I feel it's like an exchange. Obviously, angels know everything and so on and so forth. But I feel that there is like an exchange. The Sphinx is ready to share. Uh, the Sphinx to me is a symbol of someone who doesn't express themselves very well, someone who doesn't express emotions very well. I don't know from where that came from. Um, this is someone who maybe wasn't expressing things, was keeping secrets, but now with the guidance of the angels, they open up. They are ready to open up, and we have the moon here in the background. So that makes me think the moon card in the tarot, right? That's about secret, that's about fears, that's about things that have been hidden. Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is showing you the path. There is clearly a path. The angels are with you. The angels are with you, and maybe you see all type of synchronicities, numbers. For example, me, I see very often 444, which is a number for the angels, letting you know that they are there with you, right? But it's also a number that relates to your foundation, to your stability, to building something that is going to last for a very long time. But Archangel Raphael here, you see that there is that path in the woods, and he's lighting that path, and then he has the heart chakra all lightened up. Beautiful energy coming from there, gorgeous energy, and then he has like that green sphere of light. To me, it makes me think of something growing, something blooming. You will see a new path. You will see the new adventure. Actually, this adventure has been a lot on my mind lately. I'm one of those people who has been somehow chasing adventure in this life, right? I just couldn't stand still. I knew I had to do more than what I started with. So I've been missing adventures. I've been missing getting on a plane. Yeah, I would even go on a ship right now. Okay, so two cards came out because I felt like to keep pulling from this deck. There is a war. There was a war, actually. This is how I feel. And this war is ending, and someone is ready to come open up. You see, so this is the War of the Roses. Roses in this deck, it's all about emotions, right? You have the two armies that are ready for confrontation. They are ready. Definitely, if they start the battle, there are going to be many losses on both sides. So, the most logical decision in this case would be to reach an agreement and each and every one of them move on their own path. Okay? You have dark clouds. So, I feel that there is a sense, but someone is definitely ready to go through the conflict and then move on from there. Okay? At any cost. Once you decide to go for battle, right? Once you decide uh, to go to war, right? You are ready to accept the losses. You are ready to accept a compromise at the end of the battle. But the second you go for a battle, it's clear that everything else failed. Do you guys see what I'm trying to say? Everything else failed. I have also a very strong sense, and I actually, when I saw this card, Uriel and the Sphinx, maybe you are dealing with someone that is living in the Middle East, or someone in the military who has fought in the Middle East, or someone who's doing business in the Middle East. Okay? Something related to the desert, because then you have this here, which makes me think of Saudi, or makes me think of UAE, or makes me the United Arab Emirates, or I don't know, something in that area, maybe Oman, but not from the way they have the Kandura. The Ark of the Covenant, to me this seems like it could be peace treaty, it could be negotiations after this war, uh, it could be a business deal. Maybe someone is trying to take their money out of a situation where they had to battle for it. Okay? And now, after the war, they're ready to sit down and say, okay, how are we splitting this? How are we making this equal? You see, guys, where I'm getting with this? We are going to start pulling the tarot. But this is very interesting energy. I'm really curious what's going to come out next. I'm using the Angels Tarot. We are going to get a few messages from the angels, and then I'm going to pull tarot cards like normal. These, I also see them as more like oracle cards, because you kind of get two in one. But every time I use this deck, I feel the presence of the angels. It's like it's very powerful. So, yeah, I feel that there are negotiations, there are secrets, there is this path, but someone definitely this time, they know what they have to do, and they are supported by the higher power. Well, quite a bit. Wow, okay. Someone has been feeling that they were missing an opportunity with the Four of Water. The Four of Water is like rejecting an opportunity, not taking it, having the opportunity right in front of you, but not taking it because for some reason you don't see it. And I feel that this person wasn't seeing it because they have been very, very hurt in the past. And they had to heal from this hurt, from this broken heart. This is basically the Three of Swords, the Three of Air, right? So someone was very discontent or bored. They were very discontent with their life. They had this inability to, yeah, I feel it's more like an inability to take this opportunity, this new opportunity in front of them. If you remember how it's like in the traditional tarot, in the Raiders Waite decks, you know that there is a divine hand giving that cup, right? But that person doesn't even look at it, doesn't even see it. Here I feel someone has been very much afraid of missing this opportunity, or they weren't seeing it, or they weren't opening their eyes to the possibilities because they have been very sad, they have been very hurt. They had to take the time to heal. They had to take the time to forgive themselves and others. Maybe there was a sense of guilt. Maybe they knew they were hurting someone. Maybe that's why they didn't win the battle in the beginning, because they knew, but then they kind of understood that if they don't go for war, there will never be peace talks. Okay? There will never be negotiations. And they know exactly what they want. And definitely they want this. They want the Six of Earth, equal give and take. Equal give and take. This is what they want. Gifts of money, time, or effort. I feel that these negotiations here after the battle, after the war, they're going to, maybe someone is splitting assets equally, right? Gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving or a loan or paying off debts. Okay? Equal give and take. And this definitely could be your energy, Virgo. King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, practical. This guy here sits on his throne, he's laughing, he's in his power. Successful time, confidently accept opportunities you are offered, the Midas touch. Someone has a golden opportunity in front of them, or someone is receiving this golden opportunity. This could be you or the person you are dealing with, right? This could be someone encompassing this type of energy, stepping into this energy. You might be dealing with another earth sign, um, or just with someone who genuinely takes this energy. Because I never like this card when I see it. It's one of my least favorites. The Nine of Swords. Someone has been very much trapped in their mind. Someone had an inability to make a decision. This is a nightmare card. Staying up at night, not being able to sleep, self-fulfilling prophecy, expecting the worst, right, out of a situation. Expecting the worst. And I feel this is an energy um, precursor to this war. Someone has been analyzing so much, analyzing and over analyzing what they need to do in order to, because they want this new opportunity, they want this cup that is offered, right? But they didn't know, and they didn't want to miss it, right? So that was keeping them up at night, along with all of the pain, along with the heartbreak, because all they want to do is this equal give and take, is this ability to step into this successful time. Maybe someone has been burying themselves in work. Maybe someone was very stuck, very focused on their work, on the things that they had to do. They were like, no, it's all about work. Yeah, it was leaving them very much discontent. It was making them very unhappy. This is a huge feeling of loss, abandonment issues, huge feeling of loss. Things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. But you see, here, there are still two cups standing, and they are beautiful. There is a glare that drives me crazy. Um, they are absolutely gorgeous, those two cups there, but someone is looking towards the past, and in the past there was a lot of heartbreak, there was a lot of sleepless nights, um, someone not knowing in which direction to go. But what the angels are telling you, you have this amazing opportunity for equal give and take. You have this absolute, okay, this one got stuck, holding on to something. Um, there is a successful time ahead, right? Midas is someone who turns everything that they touch into gold. So I'm using the Marigold Tarot. We are going to see what comes out for Virgo for June 2020 for love, please. I'm very curious. Like, I kind of resonate with what I'm saying here. The Fool, a new beginning. This is a gorgeous card. Me, I love the Fool's energy. Starting over. Starting over with the energy of a child. With, some say that the Fool is naive, but I don't feel he's naive. I feel that the Fool is a risk taker. Someone who's brave. Right? This is a card for Aries. If you think about Aries, Aries is damn brave. I love that about Aries. Aries takes control, and the Fool might look like he has no clue what he's doing, but to me it's totally the opposite. Someone is starting something absolutely brand new with this energy, and I don't know if you guys see this. Okay, so take a closer look. He actually has a wand in his hand, right? Someone is going after an offer that is very passionate. Something that makes their heart tick. Like a magic wand. All they take on this journey is their magic wand to make things happen. And you know, the Ace of Wands it's a symbol for a passionate new beginning. I have been seeing the Wheel of Fortune sitting at the bottom of the deck. Your luck is about to change, Virgo. Or someone is changing their luck. This could be for you, this could be for the person you are dealing with. Keep in mind that the energies are interchangeable, right? So use common sense and apply to your situation. Queen of Swords, someone is making a decision, and from the way this Queen of Swords is holding actually that sword, she's ready to cut out the crap in her life. Okay? Sometimes Virgo comes out in readings as the Queen of Swords. This is ruled by Mercury. Venus is, Venus. I'm thinking about Venus being in retrograde. Okay? So cutting out stuff from our lives. Also, Mercury is in retrograde, I think. I'm not very good with astrology. So you need to fact check me on this information, right? But Mercury is entering retrograde or already entered. I'm just very confused about it. Anyway, and that makes us think about the past and clean up things from the past, right? And this is exactly what this Queen of Swords is doing. This is Mercury energy. Cutting out things that no longer serve her. The Queen of Swords uses intelligence, uses logic to make decisions. So I feel that whomever had to take this new beginning, this leap of faith, they didn't do it randomly. They didn't do it like just hoping for the best. There was also an element of planning, an element of cleaning up stuff that no longer serves them. Eight of Rings. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Someone has been working on this. It's exactly what I was telling you. This wasn't random. This wasn't like something in the moment. No. Someone has been working hard to be able to release these things. And you see, this is a very special type of Eight of Pentacles. In this deck, actually, Pentacles is rings. All right? Fingers crossed, hoping for the best. I actually wanted to say this. Someone has been hoping for the best while working hard, putting in the effort, and then hoping that the outcome in a situation after they have put all the effort, hoping for the best. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. I think that's the expression. The Queen of Wands. Someone who's very much passionate. This could be you, this could be you might have fire in your chart. This could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. But it is not necessarily anyone can take this type of energy. But you see this Queen of Wands here is picking up that sunflower. Sunflower is a symbol of happiness. That flower literally turns its corolla after the sun. The sun chasing happiness. This is someone who's very passionate, sets goals, and goes after them. Someone is going after their happiness after they cut something out of their lives. But they have been working to cut out this and for this new beginning. Someone is definitely going after their happiness. Let's continue here. Let's see what other messages. Okay. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. A new beginning. A beautiful, emotionally fulfilling new beginning. This is what this Queen of Wands or whomever takes this type of energy is going after. Is going after a beautiful, emotionally fulfilling new beginning. Gorgeous energy. Six of Rings. This is the Six of Pentacles. Equal give and take. Someone wants to give as much as they receive. Equal give and take. And we spoke about that was the message from the angels, and I feel that the spirit guides are bringing the same type of message. I've actually chose this deck. I love it. I have been a little bit afraid, let's say, because we have been through a period of time of a lot of fear. And it seemed like this coronavirus was all about death and destruction. At least this is how the media portrayed it. So I try to take in consideration the sensibilities, the sensitivity of whomever is watching this, right? But I have been pulled to use this deck. I have been literally, the second I opened the box of the cards, they popped out. I have been asked to use this deck. So, Ten of Swords. Someone has been going through a very difficult, very painful ending. Something has ended. And remember I was talking about the Wheel of Fortune, that I've seen it a little bit earlier. Sometimes, you know what, in order to be able to change our luck, we need to let go of things that are no longer serving us. And when we let go, it's not always flowers and butterflies and it's easy and it's rainbows. It's like, oh my God, it's hard to let go of things. There has been a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. Someone has felt so betrayed, backstabbed. You see the skull here is stabbed from all angles, all possible angles. Someone has been stabbed from, and they just couldn't take it anymore. They just couldn't take it anymore. And that's why they decided they need a new beginning and go after something that is emotionally fulfilling. Seven of Swords, but someone has been planning and strategizing for this for a long time. And as you see this, again, this to me, it's the graphics on this deck, they're a little bit different than what you know in the traditional tarot, right? So look at the Seven of Swords. You cannot really tell is the Seven of Swords. Looks more like a Three of Swords, and we had the Three of Swords here, the Three of Air. Someone has been planning on how to move away, right, from all of this heartbreak. Someone has been working on moving away from all of this heartbreak. Because it wasn't easy, it wasn't an easy process. Even if they were feeling defeated, the star, hope, healing, wish fulfillment. Their wish was to move away from this energy, to start fresh, to start new, to cut off all the crap from their lives. But it wasn't easy. But this is a card of hope. This is a card that is telling you, your angels are here, they are protecting you, things are gonna get better. It could be a test of faith. Maybe your faith in the higher power has been tested. And I hate to say that. I don't like it. Okay? I don't like it more than you do. Okay? It's not something that comes easy to me. But a cycle had to end. Someone's wish was to manage to close a cycle, to start something new, to go after their emotional fulfillment. But someone had to close this cycle, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy process. It wasn't an easy process. It could have been a karmic cycle. They had some lessons to learn. It's always about the lessons that we have to learn, right? Good or bad. Seven of Cups, a lot of confusion. But this confusion is ending. This confusion is I definitely feel this confusion ending. I don't know if you guys can still see the cards on how I try to arrange them here. There was a lot of confusion. Someone might have had multiple options from which they had to choose from. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy choice. But their wish was to be able to close this cycle, whatever this cycle was they were in, it wasn't the right thing. It wasn't emotionally fulfilling. It wasn't good for them. It wasn't helpful. It just wasn't good. Page of Cups, sending a message of love. As soon as they are finishing the cycle, they are going to send a message of love. It might be a shy type of invitation. It might be like, can we go out for a drink? Would you like to go out for a drink? Or I have something to tell you. I want to confess something. But this is definitely a message of love. This is an offer. They are ready to make that offer that they weren't ready to make in the past because they have been stuck. They have been heartbroken. They were afraid maybe that things are going to be the same way. Someone has made a judgment call. Okay? This is very much a karmic type of card. You have a lot of major arcana cards. You have the Star, you have the World, you have the Fool, and then you have Judgment. Very powerful cards. Someone had to make a judgment call. Someone had to leave something behind. Someone had to cut off someone from their lives. I hope not that literal like in the depiction of this card, but you guys get the point. I hate this glare. Did I mention that? The Judgment. Someone had to make a judgment call. Someone had to let go of something. But this is how they are able to have this rebirth. King of Rings. And I'm going to stop pulling cards here because it's the same with the King of Earth and the cards started to repeat themselves. Someone wants to be successful again. Someone wants to be stable, grounded. To me, the King of Pentacles is someone that you can build a home with. Is someone who's stable, is someone who's nurturing, is someone who's in their power. Okay? This is someone you can build a home with. This is someone that's going to be there for a lifetime. Not for a day, not for an hour, not just for now, but for a lifetime. Okay, guys. So now I'm going to open the Lenormand. I'm going to pick up some Moonology cards to try to figure out a timeline based on the moon, different moon phases, moon in different signs, and then a couple of spell cards. Just stay with me. As I have been shuffling, I have seen knowledge, secrets coming out. It's all a matter of time, divine timing. Or the time is now for things to happen. The time is now for things to happen. The time is now for that cycle to end and for a new beginning. The time is now for that leap of faith, basically. But this is also an element of divine timing, which is a little bit different than our own timing. I think time gives us a sense of futility of life. This is all about the lilies. It's all about womanhood. Maybe someone's biological clock is ticking. This could be totally it. Okay? You feel you are missing an opportunity. You feel you are not living enough. You feel maybe this isolation kind of... Well, we have been in isolation, so not much has been happening. Anyway, I'm giggling because sometimes I receive these messages and it's like, oh, I'm just too shy to say that. Anyway, so maybe someone kept themselves pure, waiting for the time to be right, for them to be with this person. Okay? Or just someone is missing action. We have the maze. Someone is not seeing... So if you put these 3 cards in connection, okay? It's a complicated road. It's not straightforward. It's a labyrinth that someone has to go through. And that takes time. That takes time. And there is someone else waiting, maybe a woman. I know the woman card didn't come out, but Lilies is all about womanhood. And someone is feeling that their time, their prime time is passing while they are waiting for that other person to come out of this labyrinth and figure out things. Okay. Um, we have the snake. So, for Christians, right, the snake, and for Christianic type of religions, I don't know about Judaism, and I don't know about Muslims, how they feel about the snake, but I know Christians feel very strongly as a sign of deceit. Okay? But the snake can also be knowledge. Because the snake at the end of the day gave us knowledge. And then you have the tree of life. I feel that someone going through this path in the labyrinth where they have maybe a lot of obstacles, they have a lot of things to face, they're also gaining knowledge. They're gaining knowledge on how to do life better than they did it so far. How to bring this damn rainbow in their life. How to be more grounded, how to be more stable. They're gaining a lot of knowledge. So they had to go, you see, the path of life is not always crystal clear, straight line. It's really actually like that. In general, it has a lot of turns. You kind of have to figure things out. It's never easy. But someone is managing to build a bridge. Is bridging something in order to come forward, in order to take that leap of faith. Remember the leap of faith to the fool? Someone is building a bridge over the mountains. In between two mountains. Mountains means difficulties. Someone is creating a way, creating a path to cross those difficulties. And there is a man. Definitely there is a man that is doing that. Clearly there is the man that is doing that. Okay. Let me see. One more. And here is the key that is going to unlock the situation. There is a key. He has found a way. He has found the key to create this bridge, to cross all of the difficulties and to come forward. You just have a little bit left to wait. Because he's cutting out something from his life. With the sight. He's cutting out. Let's see. Let's try to figure out a time frame. There are no clocks in the universe, but I feel that this cards, and when you try to think of the cycles of the moon, right, kind of like gives an idea. Emotions are running high. There have been a lot of supermoons. There have been 3 supermoons in a row in the past 3 months, right? Emotions running high. I hope we are done with the supermoons, actually. I think we are. I know we have a lunar eclipse. There have been a lot of emotions. It wasn't easy to just wait. And this isolation definitely doesn't help. Nothing is set in stone. So if you have been thinking that things are not moving and things are not happening and this is the way it's going to be, no, just know that that's not true. You have here the mutable moon. Nothing is set in stone. And we have the eclipse that I was talking about. Powerful, powerful, powerful change. Here it says new moon eclipse. I don't know when that happens or what that means exactly. But yeah, I think we also have a solar eclipse happening. Right? Powerful change. Things are going to change very fast. A time to give rather than take. Remember the equal give and take? So this is the new moon in Virgo. And again, I don't know why they made me think of an eclipse, although I know clearly that that is a new moon. There is something happening around the eclipse, and someone will be in a situation from now until Virgo season, which is our season, right? Will be in a situation to give rather than take. Be patient. Be patient because things are happening. Surrender to the divine full moon. Surrender to the divine. It's not easy. I know it's not easy. I hate waiting. There is nothing I hate more than waiting. Bring love in a situation, new moon in Aquarius. Maybe you started bringing love in a situation from the beginning of this year. Okay? You started doing that. But obviously it's a cycle, and that love that you are bringing, new moon in Taurus, something has changed, and prosperity. We just had, like, when was the new moon in Taurus? Last month? Not last month, the month before. I hate these people honking outside. Why are they doing that? I just hate them. Definitely the traffic is not going to move faster if you honk. It's not going to happen. Because cars don't suddenly magically fly. Anyway, so you have seen different ways to prosperity. This could be emotional prosperity, emotional abundance. You have seen things starting to change. And I think we had a few months ago, like, this full moon in Libra. A couple of months back. Because we have now the full moon in Sagittarius, a couple of months back. Starting from that point, the universe kind of initiated arranging things for a win-win outcome. Right? Okay. I feel that it's very noisy in your head, Virgo. This is what makes me feel this honking. Trying to look out of the window and see which idiot is doing the honking. Enchantment. I don't know if I told you guys, but I have a thing for natural cosmetics. Like a huge thing for natural cosmetics. And this after I bought for years different types of creams, like all brands, more expensive, less expensive, this, that. I'm one of those people that stays in the shop and reads the labels, right? You can't trick me type of thing. And lately, because of this isolation and quarantine, I kind of started making my own stuff. I was like, enough. I'm done with this. Obviously, I try to buy from organic sources, raw ingredients, and so on and so forth. Very good quality and so on. Yeah. So this, I think, is like a body butter or a cream, and this resonates with glamour spell tarot, right? You will see why. So enchantment. Bewitching beauty truly comes from routine self-love, care, and celebration. That's what I've been doing all of this damn time. I also lost weight. People tell me I'm too skinny now because people always give you that type of feedback. I'm not too skinny. I know when I was too skinny because I was super depressed. I'm not too skinny. I'm actually super fit, but the insecurities of people just come forward first, and then they tell you that kind of shit. Anyway, create this butter for a daily dose of glamour magic. Quarter cup cocoa butter, 1 tablespoon grated beeswax, oils, 1 tablespoon coconut oil, 1 tablespoon avocado oil, 2 tablespoons sesame oil, essential oils, 3 drops amber, 2 drops vanilla, 1 to 2 drops ylang ylang. Combine the cocoa butter, beeswax, and oils in an oven-proof glass container. Place the container in warm water and let the ingredients melt. Pour into a jar and stir as the butter cools, adding in essential oils. Once cooled, lovingly massage from your feet up and chant. I'm blessed with alluring toes, legs, arms, and chest. Yeah, just don't put coconut butter on your face, because that's never a good idea. It's very high condominic, so never do that unless you want breakouts and all kind of stuff like that on your face. But it's funny because actually I made today like this butter I make for my legs, especially for cellulite. I'm obsessed not to have cellulite on my legs. And I basically mix shea butter with coconut butter, coconut oil, right? And cinnamon essential oil. I also put grated cinnamon in it, powder cinnamon, and vitamin E oil. I don't know what else I put, but that's really good for cellulite if you're struggling with that. Hexagram. Okay. The six-pointed star reveals universal God, goddess, divine spirit energy and is used for invocations. Universal symbol found in religions such as Judaism, Buddhism, Hinduism, and many forms of occultism. It is also known as the talisman of Saturn or the seal of Solomon. The hexagram symbolizes the integration of receptive and active matter. Work with the wisdom of the hexagram by drawing it on a parchment, rice paper, or elegant paper. Charge on your altar on a Saturday or whenever the moon is in Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus to connect heaven to earth and make magic materialize on the earthly plane. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill some people outside, the ones that are honking. Fortuna. Remember when I was telling you I've seen the Wheel of Fortune? A lucky bag of talismans, charms, crystals, and or messages to protect and bless your spells and carry on your travels. In a green, gold, or purple bag, add 7 lucky items, such as a piece of your hair, a coin or dollar, citrine. I think this is citrine. That's how it looks like. Green jade, labradorite, whole nutmeg, or a bay leaf. Add a small piece of paper on which you've written your goals, dreams, and aspirations. Draw the hexagram. We just spoke about the hexagram symbol on the bag. Place on the pentagram on your altar and charge with power during the full moon or on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Okay, so let's see if we get one more. One more. Sappho. Oh, wow. Maybe you are in a same-sex type of relationship. This could be a message for someone out there. So, Greek goddess and famed patron of same-sex love, Sappho dwells on the Isle of Lesbos, writing poetry that is meant to be sung and accompanied by a lyre. Her love magic is a sensual, full-bodied love that includes creative stimulation. Okay, so she's the patron of same-sex love, but it doesn't mean it's only for that, right? It's all about sexuality and sensuality, and I was feeling that so strong. That's why I was giggling when I got the lilies here. I was feeling that. Okay. Who or what are you infatuated with? During the waxing moon, call on Sappho to help you pen and fully realize your thoughts, fantasies, fears, and passionate desires. Write a letter to bring clarity to a situation, to send to a potential lover, or to burn as an offering to release one from love's pain. Absolutely gorgeous, Virgo. This is all I had for you for your monthly reading for June for love. Drop me a comment below, please. Let me know how you have resonated with this message. The sun has set almost here, and I have no more light, so I will need to end it here. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I would be very grateful for that. You guys are awesome as usual. So that's kind of it, guys. See you next time, but until then, love and light.